as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got a chance. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's back. Got his man quickly. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Just keeps swinging it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The short hands, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Forced out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Alabama.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quick completion on the out route. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
To the air on second down. Setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
7, Miami, 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass on second down. He's got him this time. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Touchdown Tide! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to try to return this one. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to throw at Simpson. Under fire. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job.
There he goes. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Fletcher. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. To throw, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The short hands, it's Cuevas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Blasted as he lets it go. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. Back to pass, it's Simpson. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense.
He unleashes a long one. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense as they get ready to to start this third quarter. Think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it. Snake gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt, unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels, but to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. starts from their own 25-yard line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Bernard. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get him. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking to scramble. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Hurricanes are marching down the field. Looking to throw, it's back. Got the quick pass. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneaks it in.
And I'll tell you what, Reason, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's the handoff. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's into the open down the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can... Brings it down on the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Got a man, it's Fletcher. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense. But
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Miller with the ball. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Simpson. Still looking, on the move. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here comes the field goal unit. With the ball marked down at the 33, that'll leave them with a 50-yard attempt to try to win this game. Kick is good! The big leg delivers the winner. And with that, they've taken the lead. Not all close games are created equal, but